Most Kenyans aren't shocked anymore. Jubaland and his forces are now being unmasked as a Frankenstein creation of the Kenyan government. Let's dive into this explosive post by Shola Ad on Twitter, where he lays bare the links and hidden truth behind the power of games. Let's dive into the video. And I quote, "While doing some research, I came across some interesting information. So apparently, Jubaland forces were actually created and trained by Kenya. That's why they can't be chased. So back in 2011, there was no Jubaland. Kenya wanted a buffer zone between Al-Shabaab and our borders. So Azania militia were created and trained in Isiolo, sent into Somalia, were later rebranded as Jubaland forces." I'm attaching snippets in the replies. At that time, the Somali army was very weak, so they thrived. Years later, it was trained by the Turks. Grew stronger, launched an offensive against the Jubaland forces and took over some territories in the Jubaland region. The Jubaland fighters then fled back into Kenya. Now we have a situation slightly similar to Wagner and Russia. Jubaland forces are allies of the KDF, trained by them and cannot simply be chased away. These fighters are allegedly blackmailing the government by claiming that if they are chased away, Al-Shabaab will begin attacking the Kenya, making it seem like without them, the country is unsafe, which to me, to some extent, sounds true. So when you see Murkomen deny, Ruto silent and the KDF silent, it is because the blackmail etc. is working. And this is what happened when you sponsor militias in another country. When they are defeated, they flee back to you. Worse still, one day this militia will decide to militarily take parts of northeastern Kenya and even threaten the coast. The Jubaland forces issue is ticking time bomb. Who knows? Maybe next, given Kenyan IDs and also be allowed to vote in 2027. First things first, Interior CS Kipchumba Murkomen should face impeachment. Why? Because how can you look Kenyans in the eye and claim that the Jubaland forces are just civilian fleeing Somali's war? Let's hear him in this video.
Na policy ya Kenya ya kusema tutakuwa na askari ya Somalia ama whether regional ama ni national ambayo itafanyia mambo ya vita upande wa Kenya. Kama kuna watu wa kutoka Somalia ambao wako katika upande wa Kenya, si kwa mwaliko wa taifa la Kenya, ni kwa sababu pengine wanatoroka sababu zao za kivita, na investigations ya security itahakikisha kwamba wote wanakuwa accounted for na wanasaidiwa kurudi salama kwa sehemu ambazo wanatoka, ili kuhakikisha kwamba nchi inakaa salama. So mara nyingi, si kwa mara moja tu, mara nyingi vita ama malumbano ikizidi upande wa Somalia, utaona watu wanatorokea upande.
What will the Kenyans from Mandera do? Since the commander-in-chief of the armed forces is quiet on this, and then we should provide the people of Mandera for the support they need to protect themselves from the militia group. Listen to the governor of Mandera talk about this in the video.
Are not taken to relocate Jubaland forces out of Mandera County, we will be forced to mobilize to defend our people ourselves. This will not only endanger peace, but will also cause grave international embarrassment for our country. Let's make it very plain. Our people come first always, and our government must act now. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen of the press.
On the other side, while Murkomen is lying to the Kenyans, the Jubaland Forces General Commander openly hints that they are actually working hand in hand with the Kenyan government. Let's listen to this video.
Askari wa Jubaland military na kati ya Kenya wanafanya kazi pamoja. Wanashirikiana fiican baa naga dhaxaysa. Kazi ni tunafanya mzuri sana, kuna shida yote. Information ya watu wanaxuudirsi wanaga dhaxaya. Hiyo information tunakatikana, tuko na elimu moja. Dawladda soo shaqeynaa isku xiran baan nahay. Tuko unity, tunafanya kazi pamoja. Information ya xogaha adiga markaan helana anagoo iskaashanayna ku duulo mataqaanay aan operation ka fulina. Tukipata information ya adui yote tunaenda pamoja na tunapatia support. Ciidanka deriska nala si fiican nala shaqeeya. Jirani wetu wa Kenya wanafanya kazi na pamoja na sisi vizuri. Xogahana waan kala qaadana suudeysana na tunachukua vizuri information ya adui. Gacan deegaanka wala geeyo. na hapo ni amani, hakuna shida yoyote. Hakuna shida yoyote.
The contradiction is loud, the cover-up is clear. The question is, who is fooling who? Remember, Kenya's story is still unfolding. The next chapter might just change everything. I, Peter Mukangu, and this is where politics stops being headlines and starts being reality. Stay sharp, stay tuned, as the game is far from over. Thank you guys. See you in the next.